If he, I'll rematch your ass. I normally don't give chumps rematches off the rip, but I'll give you one. But now you're gonna have to try to rewrite history. It's yeah, I'm sure you want to see my plays too. Good try though. You can't stop my play. What do you mean? All right, cool. Appreciate it. I just had to put the OG to sleep, man. I had to give you some NyQuil real quick. No, you taking that NyQuil Z's right now. Your game is sleepy. Man, all you gotta do is join my session like last time. Fuck. Oh, man. It's a long way from Atari, buddy. You scared? I know you're shitting yourself. If my defense was that good and I held you under 100 yards, how good do you think it's going to be with the Seahawks? Are you serious? You had it 5 times, dude. No, you didn't. What game? What game were you watching? Were you playing the game on the side on your NFL mobile or something? Fuck was you doing? That boy. I don't care. You had 95 yards of total offense. If you do, I guarantee you lose by 21. I don't know how I didn't show you nothing. I made you real different all of a sudden. You were talking out your cooter hole. I changed your whole life, son. You could thank me for the turnaround, son. I turned his life around. Yeah, I know. Are you playing Madden Mobile again? Sound like it. Because you ain't getting those type of stats out here. Oh, the L? Yeah, you do need an L, huh? It's cold ass motherfucker. I'm giving out free L's all day. Yeah, it don't matter though. We won that game, remember? Oh, you remember. I know, because that's all it took. That's how easy it was. $7-0 already. Talking all that shit. Oh, shit. Oh, that might. I'm going for the gusto. Let's go, baby. Let's get it. Let's get it. In what world? Catch. Let's go. Oh my God, he dropped it. I mean, missed it. He didn't get his feet in. That was a good one. That's all right. Whoa. Alright, time to get it right. Get it right, get it tight. Let's go. I like being in this position, actually. This is good. It's not great, but it's good. Let's go, baby. Hey, talking all that shit. I'm gonna make you eat your words, boy. Let's get it. It's about to be 14-0 in this bitch. There it is. 12-0. Here comes two. Two more. I like it. I appreciate it though. You thought you were good. I just had to school you up. You actually are. Shit's crazy. You gonna have to realize that shit one day. I had to turn your life around. Call me the miracle worker. Let's get it. $14-0, bum, already? Let's get it. Nope. Well, ran out of fucking real estate, baby. Yep. Yes, sir. Let's get it. Mm-hmm. Let's switch that up. Hell no. I'm beating your ass, boy. Let's go. You're going for it on 4th and 18 from your own 18? Hey, I'm gonna call a timeout. Go get yourself a wet rag real quick. You a little hot. Man, you're doing something. It's not good. Not a good look at all. It's not a good look. Come here. I got in there, baby. Let's go. Do this shit. Don't ever talk smack to me again, okay? Just keep that shit on the hush hush. Go take a seat in the corner. Let's get it. You better. You better. You better, man. I'm telling you. I swear, I'm wishing you the most blessings that you can ever have. That might happen. Oh, yeah. I'm just fucking with you now. It's over. It's over now. Nah, it's over. Mo! Because that's a good blitz. What do you mean? Hey, where did y'all find this guy at? It's 21-0. He was talking all that shit. You only beat me by 1 point. Oh, please, dude. Save that for the birds. Save that shit for the birds when you go feed them later. You know what I'm talking about? When you bring that fucking stale loaf of bread down to the pond and you go feed the birds, go give them that bullshit. Just talk to them. Talk to them about your Madden day. They'll help you out. Oh, and 2 coming straight home from work? That's shitty. Man, I wish it was a warm-up game. This is more like a fucking scrimmage against a high school. And now, since you wanna throw 7 on the board, I'm gonna have to put up 50. You're trying now. I thought you weren't trying. Oh, it was 21-0. What you mean? Well, I'll let you come back, but then I'm going to take the lead again, all right? All right. That play ain't going to keep working. I mean, that shit is not... No, that's not going to keep working. I promise you. Man, I was on that. Alright. I'm gonna do this shit now. I gotta put you back in the corner. Cause I don't like that shit. You gotta just you gotta get your mind right. See what you got right here. I'm gonna erase that 7 right there. Alright, here we go. Try this shit all over again. Yeah, I'm not trying right now. It's all good. I'm not sure. I hear you, bum. I'm too nice for that. Let's go. Don't talk before you score, bum. Don't do that. Don't do that. Now you just activated the beast. Easy money. You do this. Oh, shit's terrible. Corner strikes. Wow. Who beat you by 1 point? You're hilarious.
Shut up. I just started doing it. The fuck? That's all I've been seeing from you, bro. Like I say, he's doing that shit 50 times already. It's a video game. I've been trying to say you ain't gonna say shit before.
Man, you do the same play too, bro. You do that corner route every time. The fuck? You're ridiculous, dude. I'm in the same formation. I'm not running the same play. I'm running all kinds of plays. Fucking trash. Man, you don't see shit. Let's go! I got him on the fake field goal talking shit, boy. Let's get it. I got him on the fake field goal right before half. That shit was dirty, yo. That was fucking filthy, baby. Let's go, baby. That was fucking raw right there. Oh, man. That shit was sweet, boy. Let's go. Let's go. This dude is a bum. You guys heard him talking all that shit, right? Because he's about to be down by 14 right now. He's about to be down by 14 talking all that shit, yo. I'm up 14 now, going into half. Oh my God, Farm. You got a lot to learn, buddy. Yeah, you do. Your gameplay is like slightly below. What do you mean? You're down by 14. Well, good luck. Good luck. That's all I'm gonna say. Good luck. I mean, well, 21. All I'm saying is you're gonna have to do more than that. Nah, that's not what fucked you. You came back from that. Remember? I know, you're a bum. I know. I hope so. Nah. Not quite, bud. Fumble! Let's go, baby. I do this shit, baby. I do this shit for real. I do this shit for real. For real, for real. Talking all that shit for nothing. Talking all that shit, boy. I'm talking all that shit, bum. That's called a user strip. You never heard of that? You've never heard of a user strip in your life? Is that what you're trying to tell me? What do you mean? The ball went through the end zone because you were running towards it. That's called a touchback for me. Good try, buddy. Maybe next time. I'm about to be up 21 on this bum. Yeah, I'll take a 21-point lead on you, weak boy. Hey, who's next that's actually got skills? Pharmacy has been destroyed twice in a row now. Let's go, baby. I got him on 2 fake field goals. Yo, Pharmacy, what happened, yo? You're down by what? 22 right now? He's down by 22, y'all. Yo, good game, Pharmacy. You just is not on my level. I had to prove it to you real quick. I'll tell you why you lose, though. You don't use fucking Antonio Brown enough, that's for sure. Or Le'Veon. You don't use Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. That's what you said last game. You got it, dude. What you crying about? You trying to pull a quiet comeback again. I see what you're doing. Ain't gonna work. Ain't gonna work. Let's go. You should have stuck with your little corner route. Gone, baby. Let's get it. Back up by 20. Let's go. Let's go, bum. That boy did the Josh Norman on him. Hell no, you couldn't have. You're ridiculous.
At Spectrum, we work hard every day to bring our customers the most advanced wireless technology in the industry. We believe that our customers deserve the best value, no hidden fees, no unexpected surcharges, and most importantly, no contracts. We're committed to bringing you the best TV, internet, and voice services, and have exciting things in store for you. But in the meantime, you should continue using your Time Warner Cable ID, the Time Warner Cable TV app, and keep visiting TWCC.com to manage your account. I'll be back to tell you more about Spectrum's new products, services, and features as they become available. Until then, let me officially welcome you to Spectrum. He's got this down here under two shot.
Diamond, stop. I could have ended the game a long time ago. I figured overtime would be just right. Overtime will be just right. I didn't do it on accident. I did that on purpose. Yeah, exactly. I didn't do it by accident. I did it on purpose. I was trying to get that. Oh yeah. I really don't. I really don't. You ain't gonna do it though. I'm actually trying now. You got to remember, I wasn't trying for those 3 little quarters right now. I gave up a while ago. I gave up trying. Well, that's game, bum. That's game, bum. I don't hear you saying shit now. Hell yeah, I did. Hell yeah, I won. You wasn't hitting nothing on that play. I'm gonna beat you 100 out of 100 times. What are you saying? What are you saying? I'm gonna beat you 100 out of 100 times. You don't. You didn't surprise me one bit. You didn't. You did the corner route over and over. If I really wanted to try to stop it, I would have. Honestly, I was up by so much. No, that's all that you had, but it's not a big deal. Like if I really wanted to stop you, I would destroy you. I know. I mean, well, you lost. Hell yeah! I'm about to get on a rank game now. It's gonna be a win every time in the fucking Kush column. 2-0. I know you don't want to play again. I'll just really smack you. Yeah, I gotta set it up. Hold on.
Sports and outdoors. Right stuff, low price, every day. Milwaukee ESPN's tip-off marathon.
24 hours of basketball, and this about sums it up. Opportunities in the race for Philip back. Go. And the Bears against number 4 Oregon with a 10-point lead. I'll put this in perspective from an Oregon standpoint. Opponent unprepared. Start off this season with a big-time opponent in their building. And again, this type of player that Brandon point guard has to feel pretty good. It really does. They're without 3 starters from a team that played a year ago in the NCAA tournament. We knew it was not we watched the practice.
No, I gotta text and see if my girl's coming right now. Cause if so, I gotta pick up. Mm-hmm. I need to roll up this blunt real quick. I don't think I told her that I'm going somewhere, so I don't think she's gonna come right now. Yeah, me too. Damn, I ain't got no bud. I might have to call the weed man. I got enough for like a couple more blunts. I got enough, but I consider myself out if I ain't got more than 5 blunts. Because I need a swisher on deck at all times if possible.
Shot clock winding down. Wheel seals inside, gets held. One of the most amazing stories in college basketball finds its way onto the college basketball preview cover for Sports Illustrated and Experts Boucher. This is a former high school dropout, moved from the Caribbean up to Montreal with his family when he was a baby. He played pickup basketball with some guys who in 2012 invited him to join their AAU team. And he said, okay. That was the first time he ever played organized basketball. And now here he is, knocking down a three from the corner is Jonathan Motley. As Boucher finds himself, or check that Tyler Dorsey. Boucher finds himself as the starting center on a team that was a 1 seed last year. Well, that's unlikely a basketball star as you find. Absolutely, and he's starring right now.
Alright, let me see.
Oklahoma, West Virginia, Saturday at 8 Eastern on ABC.
Okay, let's go.
Wonder if I should go to work tomorrow. It's up in the air.
We get your passion. Visit a local Phillips 66, proud sponsor of the Big 12 Conference.
Pizza Hut makes the best pizza under the moon. You see, when you're raised by wolves, there's no 10-any deal where you can carry out a large pizza anytime you just do any day of the week. No, you just starve while your wolf brothers sandbag all the fresh meat. But now, I can even carry out a large pan meat lovers for just $10, while Barky and Sparky look for their dinner in the woods like a bunch of animals. Look who's laughing now, wolves. The 10-any deal, because no one outpieces the Hut.
Our mission is to produce programs and online content for African women as they try to build their businesses and careers. My name is Yazid Bala Sage, and I'm a co-founder of Chili's Africa. I definitely could not do my job without technology. This Windows 10 device, the touchscreen allows you to kind of pinpoint what you're talking about, which makes communication much easier and faster. And the old Mac that I used to use, you can configure it in so many different ways. It just, I don't know, it feels really cool. I feel like I'm in the future.
Swinging the rod in average level. Swinging the rod in Duluth free swinging level. Duluth Trading free swinging phlegm. Let freedom swing. Only at DuluthTrading.com. 7-0 run for Oregon out of the locker room at halftime, led by Dylan Ennis. The final game of our college hoops tip-off marathon at number 4, without their best player, Dylan Brooks. Making this a game again here in Waco. Bob Wischusen, Frank Frischilla, and the rest of our crew. Bob, I always had a mentality as a coach that the first 3 minutes of the second half were critical. If you have a 12-point lead, the idea is to try to get it to 16 or 18 as quick as you can. And on the other hand, you're still without a team. Comes back the way Oregon has.
Yeah, where's my leather at? Oh, there it is.
Second foul called on Jonathan Motley. So a chance for Oregon to pull within 1 or possibly tie. Yeah, you work so hard to get a cushion like that at half, and it's how you come out and approach the first 3 minutes that's critical. It's something you talk about, and it's something you practice in preseason. You almost sense the Baylor coming out of the locker room at halftime that they took a deep breath up 10. Yeah, absolutely. And in Oregon, you play with a sense of urgency, knowing you have to get back in the game, and you have to match that same sense of urgency. Look at this. Boucher throws it down. Yeah. And it's a 1-point game. They cross that zone now to get a really good job behind the defense with their 2 post players. There was only 1 defender back there. Scramble for the loose ball. And the Ducks get ball behind the defense. Remember, there's 4 gold jerseys up. Take a look now.
I just had this conversation yesterday. Look, I know the season goes quickly every year, but is it really week 11? It is. And we open week 11 on Thursday night in Charlotte with the Saints and the Panthers in the NFC South in the spotlight. That is an 8:15 kick. That is a TNF game day, 6 p.m. Eastern time. Granted, the Saints right now are coming off that just devastating, heartbreaking loss with the blocked extra point and the 2-point conversion back the other way. The Saints fall to 4 and 5. They had a good thing going, but right now they are number 11 in the NFC. So how do they bounce back? After Omar Ruiz live here in Monterey as we fire up Saints camp, it looks as if they had that one last week. Drew Brees, big comeback. They're there. We're tied. Yay. No, they're not. But now they have a short week.
Well, these Thursday games forces you to bounce back and bounce back in a hurry, Andrew. Perhaps no one more disappointed in that Saints loss on Sunday than rookie receiver Michael Thomas, who's had a sensational start to his rookie year. He caught the ball up twice, fumbling. But if his mindset going into this game
You didn't mean to call me.
Drew Brees told me that Thomas is emotionally and mentally ready to go. So the Saints ought to be all right in that department. Brees also told me what's different between this game and the Week 6 game matchup that they had against the Panthers.
Yeah, I think so.
Their identity this season. Part of that is that they're playing complementary football, which is a nice way to say that the defense is playing better. They certainly turned up the heat against Trevor Siemian, sacking him 6 times on Sunday. It'll be a different story facing Cam Newton, both in terms of how effective they could be in bringing him down, but also when they played him last time, he only ran the ball 2 times. Against the Chiefs on Sunday, they ran the ball 12 times. Sean Payton told me they'll be ready for the scripted runs, they'll be ready for the scrambled runs. The biggest
I just gotta see when it is.
specifically inside the 10.
Pretty sure it's today at 6.
Thursday night.
And, you know, it's 2 teams trying to bounce back. Thank you, Omar Ruiz, are live with the Saints in Monterey. It's not just New Orleans, it's Carolina as well. As the Panthers had a good thing going, they have won 2 in a row, and they're up 17-0. Let me say that one more time. 17-0 before Cam Newton threw a pick 6 to Eric Berry, before everything just fell apart. And now they are 3-6, and the number 14 team in the NFC.
So you should just get some stuffing.
For us as a team, we have to be better. When it's time to win, we just have to grit our teeth and find ways to win. Sometimes it may, be a hidden jewel, a great pun inside the,
I guess the first time it's happened.
Those are some of the main reasons, why we have won over the years.
Said it won't be the first time it happened.
You may never know. Maybe the first play of the game, maybe 30th, or maybe the 50th or 74th.
I say you.
Playing football. And the
I say you come in like
we will get it.
You'll be here in like an hour, right?
Cam was really in a good mood today, talkative on a lot of subjects,
Clean up.
including what he thought of this Thriller dance from OBJ that we talked about earlier. We don't like their photo.
What?
Liked it. We knew Charlie Castaway had no idea what it actually was. Cam, what do you think?
I don't know. I don't know. I can't decide if I don't want to go to work tomorrow.
Doing the whole
I can't do it like that. This is the only chance, or I'm not going to use this day.
Laughing and dancing aside here, they are now taking at 3-6, and they know they could save the season, but time is getting short.
It is. They were really good.
Me not going to work tomorrow doesn't change anything on Thursday.
These losses were devastating for them. They are 3-6. I had a chance to talk to head coach Ron Rivera in the hallway located just beside this media room.
I'm thinking
and he
about.
told me, listen, all the losses, 6 of them have been disappointing, but maybe this one the most, because he felt the disappointment in his players the most after this game. As you know, Andrew, they were up 17. It's well
Yeah, because I want my 2 days
to the Kansas
paid.
City Chiefs at the end on that kick. And here they go. So what's the matter? They know they have to win out. They did it a couple of years ago.
I just don't want to just be sick supposedly in a couple more days or in a week.
From quarterback Cam Newton, he was joking
Fuck
with
that.
numbers. He was waiting for
I'd rather just take it
to
in
enter this room here
the way
today.
it is, and then that way I missed 6 total days, and it was 2 days each time, but
He said
They see me how sick I was last time. I should be alright.
They're a very relaxed group, but I talked to Ron Rivera a couple years ago. They were 3-8-1, Andrew. They ended up winning the division. They won the remainder of their games. Other teams faltered down the stretch within the division.
I'll probably go tomorrow, though.
Obviously, we can't worry about those teams faltering, but we have to take care of what we do. And by
I'll
the
just
way,
go tomorrow
Ryan
and say
Khalil
fuck that
practiced
one
today
day
at the
off.
center position. He's critical on this offensive line, and then Shaq Thompson also. Both of those guys missed the last two games. They're expected to go. Great news for the Panthers for Thursday.
Yeah, great news, especially, well, for both of those guys, but Khalil had been out a couple of weeks, and you can see the difference when he is not in there, why he's one of the best in the game. As is Stacey Dale. Check out Stacey Dale back here. Thank you, Stacey. Live in Charlotte. We cover CNS here, and we cover Dallas as well. Tony Romo speaking 5:15 Eastern time on that podium. Coming up next, we are going live to the Ford Center in Frisco, Texas. What do we expect to hear from Romo? And I hold in my hand right now the brand new Power Rankings. I know you can't wait. We reveal next. Take it back.
Are you ready? We'll take 2 million of those, 1 million with cheese, and 3 million hot dogs. Quick tap, dip, or swipe. Choose it. Official payment partner of NFL.
What? For what? You got something weird? Oh, to wear. Well, I gotta clean up and shit, man. Not bad. It's just
Favorite holiday. I want to go bigger. I said Scott get everything he needed.
no, I mean, no, I'm not gonna fucking clean crazy right now.
Bigger than that.
It's just a place that goes through the holiday spirit. Sometimes means throwing your neighbor into decoration submission.
It's gonna light up your house like a runway.
Make Easter holiday
Oh, shit.
Free now, save $40 on a Night Stars laser projector light. It is a helpful place.
Hi, Diamond.
The first real lightning
Hi, girl.
is that teamwork is important. Remember to do the little things. Help each other.
Should be eating.
One way to win.
Where is this?
Romantic touch.
Wow. That's where the thread is. I was like, dude. Oh my god, no.
We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
Yeah, you didn't even eat it.
For healthy snacks, Heritage Service Department. They have 4 options of 25 flavors. I chose Tyler's with opening class because I needed very reliable service. Technology is a very important part of what we do.
Get 10 meg internet, Wi-Fi hotspot access, and a free modem starting at $59.99 per month when purchased with phone. Ask about speeds up to 300 megs.
All you have to do is call.
Call today or visit us online to learn more.
This is Carl. He spends his days playing dominoes, doing the crossword, and second-guessing game show contestants. Carl sees an average of 45 commercials a day. And at Spectrum Reach, it's our job to make sure he never sees yours. Because you're most about it, and Carl is set for life. So next week, get more from your marketing. Target the right
What?
customers for your business. Time Warner.
I can't hear you.
Tony Romo is expected to be in uniform this week in Baltimore as the Cowboys' number 2 quarterback. Jerry Jones has said a lot of interesting things about quarterback dilemma. But this on the radio this morning was among the most interesting.
You know, that's losing an backup quarterback. That's paying a lot of money for a backup quarterback that you don't know. And this time, you know, this one I was going to the records for that play this for the backup quarterback.
What?
Mark Sanchez, decent money now live at Ford Center in Frisco, Texas, where Tony Romo is expected to speak at 5:15 Eastern Time. We'll carry it live. $20 million to be a backup. Romo speaking today is kind of a big deal, James, because we have not heard from him since what, August?
That's correct. Yeah, Tony Romo will go to the meeting here in less than 30 minutes on this podium just over my shoulder. And as you just said, this is significant. He hasn't spoken to anyone in the media on the record since August 25th following that injury in Seattle. And, you know, this is moving forward. A lot of people want to hear what he has to say about all this. You know, he's denied any request to talk to him. And on the one
Romo's has a conference in 30 minutes.
The Cowboys have been able to move forward distraction-free with their rookie QB Dak Prescott, who's taken them to an 8-1 record. But it also has made it easier for them to move forward and say that Romo's the backup until further notice. And of course, Jerry Jones reiterated those comments on Tuesday on 105.3 The Fan. So, you know, a lot of people want to say, okay, he's now saying not only are you the backup, the expensive backup, but you'd also be a great offensive coordinator. What is a 14-year veteran on this team? One of the longest tenured quarterbacks in one particular team, second only to Tom Brady, have to say about all this? Because when you look at the stats, I went back and looked at Tony Romo in 2014 when he took this team to 12-4, and of course Dak Prescott this year through 10 games. These are nearly identical quarterbacks. It's just interesting how soon some people forget, Andrew.
Exactly. And again, we're going to carry it live, 5:15 Eastern Time. Jane will be there, and maybe we'll play that offensive coordinator soundbite for you a little bit later, because that one raised some eyebrows as well. Thank you, James Slater, live there at the Ford Center in Frisco, Texas. For what it's worth, and I think it's worth a lot, Elliot Harrison thinks it's worth a lot, the Cowboys are the #1 team on the brand new Power Rankings on NFL.com. Is this new Power Ranking music? NFL.com/Power Rankings. I don't know this beat, for the record. Again, NFL.com/Power Rankings. Elliot Harrison puts these rankings together every week, as I note every week as Cowboy fans, but we will not linger on that. We should note, though, that the Chiefs, Elliot, are #4. They actually fell after winning on the road against the defending NFC champions. Why?
That's right, and if it makes you feel better, as a kid, I rooted for the Chiefs as well, yet I still dropped after the win. And the reason why it's interesting because Seattle was so impressive going into New England and getting a win. I had to leapfrog them, and also Kansas City. They can't keep winning this way, missing these kinds of throws that you're seeing right here. I mean, this is wide open. Travis Kelce was overthrown later in the game. You see it right there, and Alex Smith is just not playing at a high level. Their defense bailed them out in the fourth quarter. Cam Newton and Kelvin Benjamin bailed them out in the fourth quarter.
All right, Elliot, if the playoffs were to start today, the Redskins would be in. They'd be an NFC wild card at 5-3-1, but a wild card. How do you have them as the #9 overall team in the league?
Well, right now, you know, to me, I've been a little sluggish on them, but you look at the record, it's good, but also how they're playing. They beat the Giants in New York, and most importantly, they beat Philadelphia as well. And so to me, you know, this team has been pretty good in the division. But the real question mark we all had, besides would Kirk Cousins play well, which has already been answered, was can the defense hold up? And if you look at the end of the game against the Vikings, that pass rush got after it. Josh Norman turned out to be a smart signing. Boy, how bad would the Carolina Panthers, who you guys just talked about, how bad would they like to have him back? That's why they are where they are.
All right, so the Falcons are still 6-4. They're still leading the division right now. They're the 3 seed, Elliot, in the NFC, yet you have them plummeting. And again, I feel like I'm attacking you, but I'm really not. We're just talking this through. You have them plummeting 7 spots down to #11.
Hey, Power Rankings, it's fair. It's your opinion. It's debate. And, you know, the debate that I make against the Falcons right now is, Andrew, you still got to win in the postseason with some form of a competitive defense. Okay, do you have to be a top 5 defense? No. But a top 15 would be nice. Right now, the Falcons are 28th in points allowed. If Matt Ryan doesn't go off or Devontae Freeman doesn't have a killer game, the Falcons lose. And that's the problem right now. And it's not like they're one of these teams that's giving up a lot of points, but they're getting turnovers. They've only picked off 6 passes. So you got to be one or the other. You either got to be a suffocating defense or a defense that forces takeaways.
Man, you always look at the negative.
Right, I'm a negative Nancy.
I'm kidding. NFL.com/Power Rankings. Elliot Harrison's new numbers. Find out where your favorite team is. Here's a hint.
The Browns are 32 and the Niners are 31, but you would have figured that out already. Thank you, Elliot. NFL.com/power rankings. Go there now. Hit F5 on your browser and refresh it daily. All right, podium. That's the Ford Center in Frisco, Texas. Tony Romo is about 20 minutes away from speaking. When he does, we will play it for you live and bring it to you right here.
Let's be honest. You don't see Grandma nearly enough. Which means the dead car battery you've spent the morning dealing with has robbed her of precious grandkid time. It's unfortunate, sure. But it's not like she's going to write you out of her will or anything. Right? When you need to be there, you need an Interstate. The car battery auto techs prefer.
Papa John's scouting report on this season's best new prospects? Thick, cheesy, and golden brown. Papa John's 2-pan pizza. Try a free topping for $10 and a 2-liter Pepsi for $2.
Papa John's, the official pizza sponsor of the NFL.
Love smart solutions? Try the Philips Shaver 5000. Re-engineered to follow the contours of your face. It's twice as comfortable as our top-selling shaver. Be just you. Innovation and you. Philips Norelco. Save up to $50 on Philips Norelco.
You know that moment? The moment it hits you. It seems like yesterday she was born. And tomorrow she'll be off to college. Let's see. 12 years with inflation. Ooh, let that sink in for a moment. Then come see us. Welcome to the new Scottrade. Whether you know where you're going or need guidance to get there, we're here to help. Now is your moment.
During Amazon Black Friday Deals Week, let the deals come to you. With amazing deals popping up as often as every 5 minutes, all day long. Amazon Black Friday Deals Week. Is this my car? State Farm knows that for every one of those moments, there's one of these.
Is this my car?
This is ridiculous. From car insurance to car loans, State Farm is here to help life go right.
Premiering tonight.
We're here to tackle your ride.
It's a season of surprises.
The Giants spoke highly about all the sacrifices you make. We want to try and give you something back.
Deserving fans.
All the work you're doing with the kids, we're all appreciative of you, my friend.
Rewarded by NFL players.
Super honored to be able to give you this car where you deserve it.
With the ultimate fan car.
I can't believe it.
Tackle My Ride. Special 1-hour series premiere tonight at 8, only on NFL Network.
NFL Fantasy Live. Join our experts for all the answers, with insights and strategy to help you dominate your league.
He just got that it factor, and he is showing it.
NFL Fantasy Live, coming up next on NFL Network.
Black and blue or white and gold. This whole dress thing got started on a Thursday. So just imagine what this Thursday will bring. When the Saints face the Panthers, anything can happen on Thursday. Thursday Night Football. Thursday on NFL Network, NBC, and streaming on Twitter.
It's up to the minute here on NFL Network, and there is a podium that is the Ford Center in Frisco, Texas, where the media is assembling for a Tony Romo press conference coming up at 5:15 Eastern Time, roughly 20 minutes from now. 4:15 Central Time, where everyone's watching the coordinates there in that room, and we're going to carry that for you.
Yo, who wants to get their ass beat?
Who is that guy sitting there? Did that reporter sitting there?
No, I didn't. Who is there? Mike Garafolo?
Not me, sir. I'm sorry, bro. I can't play, bro.
Which guy? An old friend of mine.
Oh, it'll be alright.
I see what you're doing. That's our former colleague.
Wow,
There you go. Way to start the show. Thank you, guys. Let me reset what we're doing here. I'm Andrew Siciliano. This is Up to the Minute, the extended version here. If you're tuning in to see NFL Fantasy Live, fear not. It will be airing later on at 2 a.m. Eastern Time. So technically the Wednesday morning, 11 o'clock p.m. here Pacific on NFL Fantasy Live, 2 a.m. Eastern Time. Guys, let's talk about Tony Romo here. Jane Slater will join us shortly. She is in the room. This is going to be significant. Now, I see people on Twitter say, what's he going to retire? Is there some big announcement? No, nothing like that is expected. But Judy, you were were there Sunday in Pittsburgh, Tony Romo didn't talk, and that wasn't new, because he hasn't spoken to the media since his injury when Cliff Averill brought him down in the preseason. So he's going to get questions. What's it like to be a backup? Will you take being a backup? Do you want to be here moving forward? Do you want to be a Jet next year? I mean, he's going to get, Judy, these kinds of questions. How do you think he answers them?
Well, you just did the entire press conference right there.
Okay, we're done. Thanks. We're good.
Very good. You can go home for the night.
Thanks.
How do I think he's going to answer this? Look, Tony Romo has never been a confrontational kind of guy, and he's in the past, he's been pretty candid. He also knows he probably has to be pretty careful about how he talks now. It's kind of a delicate situation. You've got a young guy taking his job. I can't imagine he wants to rock the boat while they're winning like this. But look, this has got to be difficult for Tony Romo. Let's be honest. I mean, he has sat there and watched Dak Prescott seize his job, and it doesn't look like he has any intention of giving it back. I'm curious to hear, I want to hear how he feels. I mean, it's a cliche question, but I want to hear how he's been feeling, what he's been thinking while he's watched Dak Prescott over these weeks.
Yeah, and no one is suggesting, let me make this clear, I'm not suggesting Tony Romo is going to try to burn the house down. He's not that guy. We all know that he is not that guy. Mike, he almost, I think, appeared like a sympathetic figure this past week. Like, he's resigned to the fact, and we're reading body language here from 35,000 feet, but resigned to the fact that it's just not his team anymore.
Yeah, but after the one TD that Prescott threw there, I believe it was the one that Des Bryant, you saw that joy in his face. I mean, he was genuinely happy for Dak Prescott in throwing that touchdown there. Of course he wants to be in there. Of course he wants to play. But that's what you want. You don't want a guy that's going to create any kind of friction there. Now, Judy said he needs to be careful in how he comes across today because of the current situation. How about for a future situation? Let's say you're a general manager. Let's say you're, for example, you mentioned the Jets, Mike McCagnon, and you move on from Ryan Fitzpatrick next year, and you say we could bring Tony Romo in. Well, given Romo's injury history, you're going to have a younger guy, whether it's one of the guys on the roster or whatever. I'm throwing hypotheticals out here, but the point being, if you're a general manager who's interested in potentially bringing in Tony Romo next year, you're going to want to see how he handles this situation because you're going to want to know how he's going to handle your situation. So this is all about Romo today, not only doing what he's doing for the Cowboys in 2016, but potentially for another team in 2017 and beyond.
And listen, there's a long way between now and free agency in March. No one's saying that he's out the door. No one's saying that the Cowboys are going to eat this contract. Because I'm looking at the numbers here as we bring in James Slater, who's live there at the Ford Center in Frisco, Texas. His cap hit this year, $20.8 million. His cap hit next year, $24.7 million. When Tony Romo got this extension, they were kicking the can down the road here. It's some creative cowboy math that they are known to do here. They gave him money to create cap space for so many other issues here. This is not an easy contract to move on from, but we can deal with that later. James, let's get the feel in Dallas if we could. Jerry Jones has been talking every day, every week rather, on the radio, and there's always something a little new, always trying to parse his sentences and read between the lines as to what he's trying to say. It was maybe a little more interesting than other days when Jerry spoke openly of how Romo will make a great offensive coordinator. Some people, if you don't listen to the whole interview, say, well, he's already kicking him out the door. That's not exactly what he was doing, but he was looking into Romo's future rather than Romo's present.
Right, and if you're not familiar with the situation, you hear some of these comments, and that's the impression that you get. I think it's hard for a lot of people on the outside to understand how this could still be harmonious in this locker room. I mean, who wouldn't be unnerved by the fact that this has been your team, since you've been in Dallas? You've been here for 14 seasons, as I said earlier, one of the longest tenured quarterbacks on a team, second only to Tom Brady, and you're looking at this young 23-year-old guy that's taken this team to 8-1. But I will tell you that I think that he's gone out of his way to minimize being a distraction. I think he truly understands what's going on here. But by Jerry Jones saying that he's the backup quarterback until further notice, essentially, doesn't mean that Romo can't come back. I think, if anything, they realize that this isn't necessarily about who's the better quarterback. It's about the chemistry. And until Dak Prescott starts spiraling out of control and starts losing some games, They don't feel the need to rush Tony Romo back. If anything, I think that Jerry Jones continues to look at this as an embarrassment of riches, and if they can just get into those playoffs with two really quality quarterbacks, this could be the year. He doesn't want to stay it. I think that excites him, and I think that's what's going on here. And it's going to be interesting what Tony Romo has to say, because I think that is what's going to really help kind of calm these waters as people keep wondering, is there a quarterback controversy? Are some of these statements that Jerry Jones saying going to cause some friction in the locker room?
Right now, there's nothing controversial about the quarterback situation. I think everyone agrees that probably even Tony Romo deep down inside, this should be Dak Prescott's team. The similarities I find fascinating with last year's Osweiler Manning run as well. Thank you, Jane Slater. We're going to be back live with Jane and back live in that room with the podium coming up 5:15 Eastern Time. Now roughly 12 minutes away when Romo will address the media for the first time since August at the Sports Center in Frisco, Texas. I'm Andrew Siciliano. You're watching an extended version of Up to the Minute here on NFL Network. We are going past 5 p.m. Eastern Time now into the NFL Fantasy Live window. If you're tuning in for that show, it will air in its entirety coming up at 2 a.m. Eastern tomorrow morning, 11 p.m. Pacific here in Los Angeles. Let's bring in some new friends on this one. Mike Silver and Charlie Casserly here joining us live on Up to the Minute. We'll start here with Silver. Mike, curious your whole thoughts here. You know Tony Romo. What do you think he's going to say? What kind of demeanor, what kind of tone do you think he's going to strike?
I think he will be very classy and say all the right things. I think he'll admit, as a human being, that he's not thrilled about not playing, but that he wants to support the team any way he can. And, you know, you brought up Osweiler Manning. I mean, that shocked me and a whole lot of people when Gary Kubiak decided to make the move back to Peyton Manning, and obviously paid off for the Broncos. I think that is unusual, but you know, the Cowboys do have that card in their, you know, in their back pocket. If even in a playoff game, if Dak Prescott were to struggle and they needed a spark in the second half or something, they could turn to Tony Romo. I don't think it's likely. I think it's very clearly a changing of the guard, as it was, by the way, when Tony Romo replaced Drew Bledsoe, and Drew Bledsoe didn't, as he related to me earlier in the season when I talked to him, he was kind of yelled at halftime in front of his peers by then offensive coordinator Fred Palmer, who told him, "You're out," and that was it for his career, essentially. So,
but Mike, we do agree that this does change the dynamic here, as we bring in Charlie Casserly as well, that if Prescott were to stumble, he's a rookie quarterback. Nobody would blame him. It's inevitable he's going to have a bad game or two. Then all of a sudden, now this dynamic has changed. And Romo is standing there on the sideline. It's not Mark Sanchez anymore. It's not Kellen Moore's got a broken ankle. It's not Jamil Showers. Charlie Casserly, it is Tony Romo standing on the sideline. And as an organization, you have to be ready to make that decision now to go back to him if Prescott, say, has a 3-interception game.
Yeah, I agree with you. Okay, first of all, when you look at the tape and you watch Prescott play, and when he struggles, whether he's off reading the defense, he holds the ball too long, he takes off and runs, and he shouldn't. He doesn't have a lot of room to do that now. Okay? You say to yourself, would Romo do that? My point is this. I don't think the record would have been any different if Tony Romo. It surely he's Tony Romo, not a shadow of himself, because this team is one with the offensive line. Then it's one with the running back.
Oh, God.
In a very simplistic passing game, which he has executed to almost perfection.
Yeah.
You think there is one?
Nah.
No question about it.
I don't think we can.
No question. Tony Romo's a heck of a quarterback. Those corners, he's a heck of a quarterback. When you look at that play, this guy made a
When's the last time he won 8 of 9? And I love Tony Romo. I've been defending him for years. And, you know, I think they could be 8-1 with Tony Romo, but I don't think you pull Dak Prescott if he throws 3 interceptions. At least unless if it's an elimination game, you think about it. I think Dak Prescott is the quarterback of the future. You don't want to just pull him out because of one bad game.
Okay, let me cut you off here. We're going to get back to this, and actually we have the entire rest of the season to debate this. Gentlemen, say that Charlie Casserly and Mike Silver. I want to go back to the Sports Center in Frisco, Texas. Our James Slater standing by with actually a man who's seen every time that Prescott has thrown, and that is the voice of the Cowboys, Brad Sham. James?
Yeah, Brad Sham, you've been around this organization for 30 years. How would you describe what's going on this season with this quarterback situation?
I've seen way worse quarterback situations than this. I've seen a couple. There was one I didn't see that was stupid. That was Tom Landry's doing. There was stupid is the word the players used. There was another one that was Jimmy Johnson's doing that was a head scratcher. There was another one that was Landry's doing that was off the charts, disruptive and ridiculous. I understand why this is interesting. I understand why people want to talk about it. Dak Prescott has made this a non-issue.
Has Tony Romo made this a non-issue? And the way that he's dealt with the media and decided not to talk on the record about any of this just yet?
Sure, I think that's understandable why a guy would, in his position, would want to take that stance. My expectation is when he does talk, that he will be the team player that he is. He's a good teammate. I think he'll say that he's physically ready to play. He's a competitor.
21. 21.
And he also understands that they're 8-1. And
21.
Dak Prescott hasn't hardly done anything wrong. And that he understands the position.
21 shit. Murder gang shit. 21 shit.
In any way he can. That's what I expect him to say. That's what I think he feels. And that's what I think he'll do.
And that's what we've seen.
20 gang shit. Murder gang shit. 20 gang shit. Slaughterhouse shit. Let me see a pussy in your job. All I want is job. Yeah. 30 rounds in it.
People will read things of interest in between the lines of what he says. And he's a visionary guy. That's why he's a finalist.
It's all good, dog. That shit was funny though, I gotta admit.
According to the CBA, to have a player coach, I'm not kidding, I think that would be a great solution, but I think that's no longer permissible. So, look, next year is next year. I understand that everybody wants to solve all of those problems, before Thanksgiving. And there's
21.
Jerry thinks globally. He's the owner. That's kind of his job and prerogative. And so I don't see that he would envision roles for Tony. Meanwhile, the football team's trying to get ready to play ball.
Brad, can you have a little perspective of one blanket as everyone gets upset and excited about this quarterback situation?
Big glass of milk. Everybody said.
Andrew, back to you.
All right, James, Brad, thank you. I'm lactose intolerant. For the record, I'll take the blanket now. Tony Romo on that podium. Coming up in mere moments, 4 minutes away. We will bring it to you live here on NFL Network.
With Hotels.com's rewards program, for every 10 nights you stay, you get 1 free, which is free for families.
What's up, baby? What's going over there?
Hotels.com, great for families, and for sore losers. Because I'm not.
Amazing Black Friday offers are here during the Ford year-end event. Save on America's most awarded brand. Plus, get $1,000 Black Friday bonus cash on top of other great offers. All from Ford, with the most 5-star ratings and the highest owner loyalty. That's how you become America's best-selling brand. For a limited time, shop now during the Black Friday Ford year-end event and get 0 for 66 months, plus $1,000 Black Friday bonus cash on all fresh sweets. Only at your best Texas Ford dealer. Things are changing in kitchens everywhere. People are replacing salt and pepper on everything they eat. Oh yeah, no more salt and pepper. Torrance Factory, famous Creole seasoning, brings out the flavor in all your favorite foods.
Yeah. I got money waiting about the deal. We gotta keep it straight, huh? Hey, I'm feeling dirty, but we play dirty.
American Cancer Society is having this launch for a family that has to go through something as traumatic as we are.
He's running right now. See for me. Hey, I'm in the hospital. Man's gonna pee.
Plus, end cancer in our lifetime with your tax-deductible donation now at cancer.org.
What to consider when considering home security?
Our neighbors down the street were thinking, the only thing standing between my family and an uncertain world is 1.5 inches. Consider behind this door. How much less protection I can get. ADT.
For over 140 years, more people have chosen ADT.
Got a plug big than me. Nigga, they want me.
We have not heard from Tony Romo since the 25th of August. We're about to. He's scheduled to get on that podium right there in about 2 minutes at the Ford Center in Frisco, Texas. That is a live shot at Cowboys headquarters. And when Romo speaks, we will bring it to you on this. An extended edition here of Up to the Minute Live on NFL Network back in our studios in Los Angeles. Thank you so much for sticking with us. I'm Andrew Siciliano. If you're expecting to see NFL Fantasy Live, fear not, you will be able to see it tonight in its entirety, coming up at 2 a.m. Eastern Time or 11 p.m. Pacific here in LA. Again, NFL Fantasy Live, 2 a.m. Eastern Time. Set your DVR if you're going to be asleep, or watch it live here if you're on the West Coast. Coming up a little bit later. In the meantime, let's talk a little bit about Tony Romo, who has not played a regular season game. The Cowboys have the longest active winning streak. Mike Garafolo, Judy Batista at 8 in the National Football League. I got you. Judy, you were at the game on Sunday, and I think Sunday, not that Lambeau wasn't a big test for Dak Prescott. Pittsburgh was just another confirmation of what they already knew. This is his team. Barring an injury, could you, Judy, foresee a scenario in which, what we were talking about earlier, the Cowboys would actually bench Prescott because he's not playing well?
I guess it depends on the scenario. Mike Silver alluded to it. If you think about it, if it's an elimination game, I mean, if you're in the playoffs, then he starts out the first 3.
Damn, Daniel.
Would imagine it's flogging that Romo in there in the attempt to save the season. But short of that, I think that the leash is as long as their lead in the NFC East is. And right now they have a pretty good lead of the Giants, Eagles, and Redskins. If that changes, maybe their attitude changes about Prescott, but I just don't see it. I think they're really comfortable with him. I think he would have to unravel completely for them to even consider going to Romo. And again, I think it would probably have to be in a playoff game, an elimination game.
Yeah, I have to think as well. And to be clear, we don't expect some grand announcement here as we wait for Tony Romo on that podium, but it is significant. That's why we're carrying it here, Mike Garafolo, that this is the first time we will have heard from him. So he is going to get all the inevitable questions about being a backup and potentially, I assume, about next season. Now, Romo, because he's a classy guy, will likely kick that down the road here and say we'll worry about it next season. But, Mike, we're not talking about collusion. We're talking about press box banter. People are already talking about what team would be a good fit next year for this guy.
Sure. Cleveland Browns, New York Jets, we can rattle them off one by one.
Doesn't he have to go to a team that can protect him? I mean, he has the best situation of any in Dallas with that O-line.
Yes, he does, but that's not going to be his team anymore. Judy and I were talking about this morning. I got a chance to see Judy, which is always a great thing. And we were talking about that Pittsburgh game and about how Dallas goes in there, they're playing with house money. You've got the Steelers. They're really starting to get desperate, needing some wins to put together here to win that AFC North. How did they win that game? How? They're not supposed to win that game. So the fact that he was able to do that and to win the game in that
Yeah, let me put it on mute.
and I can add one more thing here. I saw Judy because I was in Manhattan this morning for Good Morning Football. Weekdays, 7 to 10 a.m. Eastern. Show drop replay. Yeah. And listen, Monday to Friday, but Tuesdays tend to be the best days for Good Morning Football because they're the days that I am on. But we had a discussion about this, and I said, what I'm hearing as far as Tony Romo's relationship with the front office is that they're really still on great terms. And ownership has done a really good job behind the scenes at massaging this one and making Romo feel good about his situation. He obviously wants to be playing right now, but they have shown him enough respect behind the scenes that has allowed this to continue to be a smooth operation with him behind Dak Prescott. So I would expect to hear some measure of that from Romo. There's no bitterness there. And as I mentioned to Michael Robinson on the set this morning, I said, when you start to feel as a player like the guys upstairs are really playing games or working against me, that's when you really have problems, and the Cowboys are going to find you out behind the scenes so far.
All right, we're still waiting for Tony Romo. Yeah, go ahead, Judy.
Let me just add something to what Mike just said. After the game, Jerry Jones said that Tony Romo was at a high school game that Jerry Jones' grandson was playing in on Saturday before they left for Pittsburgh. So that shows you the level of personal affection that still exists there. This is an awkward situation. Obviously, Romo wishes he were playing, but that shows you the level of respect and personal affection that still exists between those two men. And about Prescott's banter, where he could go, I was talking to our good friend Shireen Williams of the Fort Worth Star-Telegram at the game, and she came up with a good idea. How about the Broncos? You give Paxton Lynch another year to get ready, and you pull a Peyton Manning.
Yeah, all right, so that shouldn't even take the Mike Garafolo. There's another team that we could throw out there. Can we take the podium here, guys, as I direct here? Sorry, because we just had everyone at the Ford Center there in Frisco, Texas. The sprint reporter sitting in the front row, David Moore, just raised his hand while others walk up to the podium and start the reporter. So there he is. Ladies and gentlemen, Tony Romo live on NFL Network.
We just did this yesterday. Let me turn it all up to you. One second. First, I really just came up here to talk to you guys. I wrote something, I put it together that I really just wanted to read more. I know you have a lot of questions, as many of you have hounded me pretty much daily. I'd order Texas on the hour, but I'm not going to probably get to every. I'm not going to take any questions, so hopefully I answer most of them with what I'm saying here. And if I don't answer, I'm sure we'll talk in the future. So hopefully we're going to keep it short. I think it's for multiple reasons. One, I think it's in the best interest of our team. But we'll leave it at that. So I'm just going to read this, and hopefully you can just stay with me. I don't think it'll be too long. But I think it does capture the essence a little bit of what your mindset is throughout all this, and our football team and the situation. So, here we go. To say the first half of the season has been emotional would be a huge understatement. Getting hurt when you feel like you have the best team you've ever had was a soul-crushing moment for me. Then to learn it's not 3 or 4 weeks to 10 is another blow. And through it all, you have a tremendous amount of guilt on having let your teammates, fans, and organization down. After all, they were depending on you to bring them a championship. That's what quarterbacks are supposed to do. That's how we're judged. I loved that. I still do. But then here you are, sidelined without any real ability to help your teammates win on the field. That's when you're forced to come face to face with what's happening. Seasons are fleeting, games become more precious, chances for success diminish. Your potential successor has arrived, injured 2 years in a row, and now in the mid-30s. The press is whispering, everyone has doubts. You spent your career working to get here. Now we have to start all over. You almost feel like an outsider. Coaches are sympathetic, but they still have to coach, and you're not there. It's a dark place. Probably the darkest it's ever been. You're sad and down and out, and you ask yourself, why did this have to happen? It's in this moment that you find out who you really are and what you're really about. You see, football is a meritocracy. You aren't handed anything. You earn everything, every single day, over and over again. You have to prove it. That's the way that the NFL, that's the way that football works. A great example of this is Dak Prescott and what he's done. He's earned the right to be our quarterback. As hard as that is for me to say, he's earned that right. He's guided our team to an 8-1 record, and that's hard to do. If you think for a second that I don't want to be out there, then you probably never felt the pure ecstasy of competing and winning. That hasn't left me. In fact, it may burn more now than ever. It's not always easy to watch. I think anybody who's been in this position understands that. But what is clear is that I was that kid once. Stepping in, having to prove yourself. I remember the feeling like it was yesterday. It really is an incredible time in your life. And if I remember one thing from back then, it's the people that helped me along when I was young. And if I can be that to Dak, you know, I've tried to be, and I will be going forward. I think you all know something magical is happening to our team. I'm not going to allow this situation to negatively affect Dak or this football team by becoming a constant distraction. I think Dak knows that I have his back, and I think I know that he has mine. Ultimately, it's about the team. It's what we've preached our entire lives. I can remember when I was a kid just starting out and wanting to be a part of something bigger than myself. For every high school kid out there or college player, there's greatness in being the kind of teammate who truly wants to be part of the team. Everyone wants to be the reason they're winning or losing. Every single one of us wants to be that person. But there are special moments that come from a shared commitment to play a role while doing it together. That's what you'll remember. Not your stats or your prestige, but the relationships and the achievement that you created through group. It's hard to do, but there's great joy in that. And all the while, your desire burns to be the best you've ever been. You can be both. I figured that out in this process. That's what separates sports from everything else. It's why we love it. It's why we trust it. It's why I still want to play and compete. Lastly, I just want to leave you with something I've learned in this process as well. You know, I feel like we all have two battles, or two enemies going on. One with the man across from you. The second is with the man inside of you. I think once you control the one inside of you, the one across from you really doesn't matter. And I think that's what we're all trying to do. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
All right, that is Tony Romo, and there's a lot to unpack there. You are watching NFL Network's live coverage of Romo's first words, the first time he's addressed the media since his back injury on that sack by Cliff Averill on August 25th. I'm Andrew Siciliano live here inside the NFL Network newsroom. There was a moment there where it seemed as if this might be a retirement speech. It was not a retirement speech. Romo would not take questions. He said, however, that Dak Prescott has, quote, earned the right to be our quarterback, end quote. He went on to say that he wants to play now more than ever, but that he has Dak's back, and I know that Dak has mine. Let's bring in Judy Batista, Mike Garafolo. As I said, guys, there is a lot to unpack there. A very emotional Tony Romo. At one point I thought he might actually burst into tears. He said, guys, that he was in a dark place, probably, Judy, the darkest I've been in. What's your takeaway?
wow. I mean, that was just remarkable how he handled that. The thing that really got to me was when he said, I was that kid once, you know, and he remembers all the people who helped him when he was the young guy. He handled that probably better than anybody could, and certainly beyond what any organization could ever hope for. He clearly handled it in a way that will put to rest any concern that he is going to rock the boat or that there's going to be any awkwardness in the locker room or on the sideline. But yeah, I mean, he admitted all the things that you suspected he would be feeling, that it's been very, very difficult for him. He thought this was the best team he'd ever had, so this was really a terrible blow for him to get hurt. But he acknowledges that clearly it's Dak Prescott's team, and he's earned the right to be the quarterback.
Mike, he called the injury soul-crushing. Have you ever seen a press conference like that?
I have not, and as a policy, Judy's a reporter by trade, I'm a reporter by trade, and there are reporters in that room and watching on TV right now who would have loved to have heard some questions asked, would have loved to get some questions in there, and as a blanket policy, I prefer press conferences where you can actually ask questions. Now, that being said, usually when you get a statement like that or a guy coming in saying, I'm not going to take any questions, you don't really get a whole lot of insight. That was probably the most insight I've seen from a guy who's just reading a prepared statement, and I think he did an excellent job in that regard. He really did. And for him to say that Dak Prescott has earned the right to be the starter and admit that that is really hard for him to say. I'm still getting texts. I can feel the phone vibrating. I'm getting texts from people who know both guys, and one guy connected to Dak said that was really big of him, and they know, and he knows that Dak Prescott is going to appreciate the fact that Tony Romo said that publicly, and that was the goal. The goal was to eliminate any distractions, answer the questions as best he could without actually taking them, and to try and move on here and limit the distractions going forward. And again, from that standpoint, with a prepared statement as the bar there, he did a very good job.
He did. It was emotional. I think we all felt that emotion. Mike, my phone is blowing up here as well. Let's welcome back Jane Slater. She's back with us, and she was in the room there where Romo read his statement, which I think, Jane, caught some people off guard. We thought this would be a press conference, but clearly those were heartfelt words. This was not a prepared statement where someone handed it to him. Rich Dalrymple didn't write this in PR. Tony Romo put time into every word as he wrote it, I think, as he read it as well. How did it play in the room?
Well, let me just give you some context. I mean, not a lot of people knew that he was even going to talk today. Tuesdays are typically a pretty slow day in the locker room. Players make themselves available around 4. We started hearing about this around 12 o'clock this afternoon. Everyone scrambled to get here. Typically, the quarterbacks, I mean, in recent memory, have done interviews at their locker. We've never seen a quarterback come up to the podium and do an interview. And even before this, a lot of us were putting bets. You know, how long is it going to be? 10, 30 minutes? How many questions is he going to take? You could feel the collective shock in the room when he essentially said, I'm not taking any questions, but I want to put to rest kind of what's going on here. I mean, I still have some chills. I mean, it was just quiet in here. As, you know, you've covered this guy over the years. You get to know him, and you know, as you sit back, because he hasn't talked to anybody since August 25th, he sees what we're all seeing, something that is completely different, a different tone, a different mood, a different energy in that locker room. You want to know, how is Tony taking this all in? Because you know him to be a competitor, and I don't think he could have said it any better. I think, if anything, as I'm sitting there listening to him give
how this happened.
Speech, this might be his biggest legacy in Dallas, whether he gets his Super Bowl ring or not. I think this will be Tony's legacy in Dallas. That speech, the raw emotion, and just stepping aside and allowing this to be Dak Prescott's team right now.
Absolutely, Jane. Well said. He is not going out, but what he is doing is stepping aside. That he still wants to compete, but he is stepping aside with grace, with class, with dignity, but doing so while showing the emotion, the pain that so many veteran players have had when they know their time is up. And he can still play, but it seems as if his time is up here. Real quick, you know, we here in the newsroom had that moment where we looked at each other and said, is he about to retire? James, looking around the room, did people there, did you get the sense that people there thought that might be what we were watching?
No, because if you know Tony Romo, you know that he is a competitor. And I've talked to people that are close to Tony. He is telling them that he's felt in his best shape that he has ever felt. if you see him at practice, there is nothing wrong with him when it comes to the arm strength and the way he's able to drop back. I mean, he's put a lot of effort into coming back. I get the sense that if this thing doesn't work out in Dallas, he's going to be actively looking to go and play for another team and still looking to chase that Super Bowl ring, knowing that he's a part of it. I mean, you heard him. This is soul crushing, knowing that he had one of his best teams he's ever had. I mean, when you look at some of the years that he's played here, I've often argued it's been a disservice. He hasn't had the offensive line or the reliable, durable running back or the chemistry that he has now been able to have with Des Bryant and, of course, guys like Jason Witten. This is tough for him, but I will say that I think Dak Prescott has a lot to do with this as well. Dak and him are a lot alike. They are really into the preparation, the mental aspect of the game. I do believe that they have a very strong bond, and I think he looked at this guy who came in here with a lot of humility and has earned respect in this locker room, and it was hard for Tony Romo to step in and get in his way. So I do think you have to give a little credit to Dak Prescott, too, the way he's handled this.
Yeah. Mike, Andrew, that's a great characterization by Jane, that it almost was like a concession speech. It's exactly the way it felt there, and a lot of class in Romo's part by showing that. And she's absolutely right. You've got to understand the dynamic of players when they lose the job in this regard.
Let's go. I just did that,
boy.
boy.
Romo said he earned the job. He earned the way that Romo came in today and said, I've got his back just like he's got my back. And he's not just earned it with the way he's done things on the field. He's earned it with the way he's done things in his preparation day in and day out, and how he has handled the situation and the things that he has said about Romo all along.
Tony Romo, 36 years
and
old.
real quick.
Yeah, go ahead, real quick, Jane, last thought.
I just want to say real quick, I think if anyone saw any of this coming, Mike Silver, if you haven't read his piece, he did that sit-down interview with Drew Bledsoe earlier in the year, and Drew Bledsoe almost gave you this premonition of how this was going to go, what it was like watching him from the sidelines. It was a powerful piece, and it really is playing out a very similar way now after you listen to this speech today.
From his home cam, not pictures currently. Played a cross promotion there. Sending everyone, well done, Dave, to NFL.com. Tony Romo. He's not hanging up. No, he is saying Dak Prescott has earned the right to be the Cowboys' starting quarterback, and he has Dak Prescott's back. Continuing coverage here, up to the minute on NFL.
And Antonio Brown scores again.
Let's go. I won this game. That was a good win. Boss ass win.
Pepsi, fantasy football, all season long. Home with Buffalo Wild Wings.
This is for the heroes, the champions, those who really want it. This is for dads who go the extra mile and get the extra steps. For swimming laps at a pool party. Committed to get 8 hours of sleep. And finding motivation between nap times. With Flex 2, make life your workout.
Mind making a run?
I got it.
The 2017 Mitsubishi Outlander Sport, with available all-wheel control and a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty, starting at $19,795.
Hey, almost home.
It's ready for any adventure you can imagine. Get up to $3,000 cash back on select models during the Mitsubishi Motors holiday sales event.
Listen up. These are Vince Wilfork's words of strength. That which does not
I think I did.
Makes us stronger. Nietzsche. As Euripides once said,
They gave me some Devontae Freeman Legacy trophy.
don't hit if it's possible to avoid hitting.
The fuck is that?
But never hit soft. Theodore Roosevelt. Strength of body without strength of character is not strength at all. Unknown. We don't know. Courage isn't having the strength to go on. It's going on when you don't have the strength to fall in or depart.
Independent studies confirm Castrol Edge is 3 times stronger against viscosity breakdown than the other leading motor oils.
If Castrol Edge is 3 times stronger than other leading oils, those oils can't actually be leading. Vince Wilfork.
It's more than just oil. It's liquid engineering.
Love smart solutions? Try the Philips Norelco Shaver 5000. Re-engineered to follow the contours of your face. It's twice as comfortable as our top-selling shaver. Be your best
What?
you. Innovation and you. Philips Norelco. Save up to $50 on Philips Norelco.
I'm Brian Ballard. I'm Beth Black. And we own Pedigo Electric Bikes of Greater Long Beach.
What helps keep this small business moving forward?
40 electric motors. 9 customizable models. 10 online rentals.
And a partner who goes the extra mile. Time Warner Cable Business Class. Get 10 meg internet, Wi-Fi hotspot access, and a free modem starting at $59.99 per month when purchased with phone. Ask about speeds up to 300 megs. High-speed internet helps Pedigo Greater Long Beach spread the word on the latest models. And 2 dedicated phone lines keep
What do you want me to
customers
do?
and custom orders.
So we're always 20 miles ahead of the competition.
Get 10 meg internet, Wi-Fi hotspot access, and a free modem starting at $59.99 per month when purchased with phone.
One call can make it possible.
Call today or visit us online to learn more.
That's why I got that.
Seasons are fleeting. Games become more precious. Chances for success diminish. Your potential successor has arrived. Injured 2 years in a row, and now in the mid-30s. The press is whispering. Everyone has doubts. You spent your career working to get here. Now we have to start all over. You almost feel like an outsider. Coaches are sympathetic, but they still have to coach, and you're not there. It's a dark place. Probably the darkest it's ever been.
That's an emotional, a raw Tony Romo moments ago saying he supports Dak Prescott as the Cowboys.
Yeah, but they obviously had plenty of information on him. But it was that easy that you could have just been there and you could have got arrested.
Down. And Tony Romo just now was as real as it gets. I'm Andrew Siciliano, NFL Fantasy Live.
But,
Playing in
I
its
mean, I
entirety
could-
coming
I
up tonight at 2 a.m. Eastern Time, 11 p.m. Pacific. Coming up next, if you missed the Romo statement, you need to see this. We'll replay the entire thing right after this.
What how much can they even really do? Do we have like a truck or something? Like a fucking
The
rental?
truth is that sometimes our biggest heroes have the biggest secrets. That sometimes first place.
I'd leave it alone because it could get seized from him
That
possibly.
nobody can escape a lie.
But you just gotta.
The truth is that when the clock runs out, the game is just
But then again, how long is he gonna be in there?
unbelievable sports stories. Only on Community.
Bridgestone engineers are helping All-Pro receiver Larry Fitzgerald go long.
I don't need help going long.
Well, they know. Are they gonna let you pick it up?
Lasting SUV truck tire is engineered to go 80,000 miles.
It's over 14 million first down.
Oh, dang. I love anything that goes long. Long hair, long passes, long careers, long division, long dogs.
Do this for 80,000 miles.
You can walk if you like.
Yeah, we ain't gonna talk about all that. They could be listening
Long
on
hugs,
this shit.
long
I don't
weekends.
know what you're talking about.
Afoot and lighthearted, I take to the open road.
Just saying, I don't know what the fuck. That must have been interference. Someone else was talking through there.
Leading wherever I choose. The east and the west are mine. The north and the south are mine. All seems beautiful to me.
Yeah, it's just. That's something he's doing. I don't know what you're talking about. Just don't talk about it anymore on the phone. I know that. Weird. So, my God. I don't know, like. I'm
You are my true love, my ideals.
I don't know, but you're gonna feel it. I love you.
King Jewelers is the only store to bring you the visible brighter Leo diamond, Topazki, the first ever ideal cut diamond, and our very own Now and Forever collection. You'll find all three at Only K, the #1 jewelry store for. Yes. And a big kiss.
Alright. That's why you don't sell drugs, people.
Holiday shopping and give ourselves 7 ways to nail the perfect gift that all run off this. Get the best values of the year on tools to make things merry and bright. They're a whole new kind of holiday collection that will get used all year round. Get a free power tool or battery when you buy select combo kits. Only at the Home Depot. More safe, more jewelry.
Alright, I'm about to play one more and then I gotta go. Nah, hell nah. I beat this dude like Pharmacy or something twice. And then I busted Worknesh's ass. Work got worked.
11 p.m.
I want to play you, Iraqi.
To replay the entire press conference if you missed it before we do that.
Oh, when you open. I'm ready right now.
I think you said it best. You tweeted exactly that. Tony Romo kind of cemented his legacy. Not as if the fact that he's the third highest rated passer in NFL history wasn't enough. But that
I guess I'll just play another rank game. Fuck it.
Statement there, where he backed Dak Prescott is going to be the way that many.
What quarter are you in?
You know, and I think that's why this has been.
Alright, I'll play one real quick.
A lot of people do respect Tony, the way that he's played through these injuries. He's battled back. I mean, we're not talking about knee injuries or ankle injuries. We're talking collarbones. We're talking back. And they've been painful, brutal injuries. And he's done the rehab required to come back. And that's because he's such a competitor. And, you know, this is such an interesting year here in Dallas. The fact that Tony Romo enters himself on, back on August 25th. He doesn't think there's much to it. He gets on that plane, flies back to Dallas, and then, hears that he's got a bone bruise in his back, and it's going to take him anywhere between 8 to 10 weeks to come back. And now you're looking at this guy, because of that injury, the fact that now it's, he's looking at the fact that his career in Dallas could potentially be done. And, the locker room was open this afternoon, and I'm now being told that locker room was closed. I get the sense that he probably went in there and talked to these guys after they watched the television, heard that speech, and saw some of the tweets that went out. I don't think there was a lot of people that had a heads up that he was going to do this afternoon. Even as he walked in, reporters were getting ready, fired up and ready to go to ask Tony Romo so many questions because he hasn't talked to anybody. He's not talked to anybody either on the record or off the record since Seattle. So many questions about this situation and putting it to rest this afternoon. And you could just feel like he had a heavy heart when he said this. And the one thing that really stood out to me was this feeling of feeling like an outsider. He's been here for 14 years, and you even get that sense when I would watch it in the pregame. They get ready to do the huddle before they go in the locker room and come back out. Tony Romo wasn't jumping in there. I think he kind of stayed away from that huddle. And you got the sense that he was getting the sense that maybe this is what's going to be.
He says he feels like an outsider, but he also said that this is a meritocracy. And that Dak Prescott has
right. Why is everybody going so hard?
Translator live at SportsCenter, Christmas Texas. If you missed Tony Romo, here it is. 4 minutes, 55 seconds.
Sitting on top of their TV.
This season has been emotional. It'll be a huge understatement. Getting hurt when you feel like you have the best team you've ever had was a soul-crushing moment for me. Then to learn it's not 3 or 4 weeks, that 10 is another blow.
Fucking Tony Romo just talked a little bit ago.
On having let your teammates, fans, and organization down. After all, they're depending on you to bring them a championship.
I'm playing these damn Seahawks, boy.
That's how we're judged. I love that. I still do.
Yeah,
Here you are, sidelined without any
me too, but
to help your teammates win on the
it is what it is. I'm leaving. I'm playing Tony Romo all year now. It's the only player I'm using. Since he basically said today in the press conference that it's Dak's team and he deserves it, so he's gonna just chill.
Injured 2 years in a row, and now in the mid-30s.
But he's still ready. He said he's the healthiest he's ever been. He's been in a dark place lately, but he's ready to go.
Now we have to start all over.
It's like, damn.
Yeah. Coaches are sympathetic, but they still have to coach.
Yeah, Dak is doing it. Dak is doing it, plain and simple. This dude just did a glitch play the first play and got me. What a bum. Basically, it's like if you know that you're going to put someone in motion and it's going to offset them and then you throw a bomb, that's like a glitch play to me.
You aren't handed anything. You earn everything, every single day.
That's a glitch play to me. Especially if you're doing it on the first play, it's got to be some sort of glitchy-ass play. It's all good. 7-0 on the first play. Fluky-ass shit.
And what he's done. He's earned the right to be able to. As hard as that is for me to say, he's earned that right. He's guided our team to an 8-1 record, and that's hard to do.
Man.
If you think for a second that I don't want to be out there, then you probably never felt the pure ecstasy of competing and winning. That hasn't left me. In fact, it may burn more now than ever. It's not always easy to watch. I think anybody who's been in this position understands that.
Man, I think Romo's going to be on the New York Jets next year. Watch.
Stepping in, having to prove yourself.
They're going to switch him with Fitzpatrick.
It really is an incredible time.
Basically the same contract.
And if I remember one thing from back then, it's the people that helped me along when I was young. And if I can do that to Dak, I've tried to be, and I will be going forward. I think you all know something magical is happening to our team. I'm not going to allow this situation to negatively affect Dak or this football team by becoming a constant distraction. I think Dak knows that I have his back, and I think I know that he is mine. Ultimately, it's about the team. It's what we've preached our entire lives.
Wow.
I can remember when I was a kid just starting out and wanting to be a part of something bigger than myself. For every high school kid,
unbelievable.
College player, there's greatness in being the kind of teammate who truly wants to be part of a team. Everyone wants to be the reason they're winning or losing. Every single one of us wants to be that person. But there are special moments that come from a shared commitment to play your role while doing it together. That's what you remember. Not your stats or your prestige, but the relationships and the achievements that you created through your group. It's hard to do, but there's great joy in that. And all the while, your desire burns to be the best you've ever been. You can be both. I figured that out in this process. That's what separates sports from everything else. It's why we love it. It's why we trust it. It's why I still want to play and compete. Lastly, I just want to leave you with something I've learned in this process as well. I feel like we all have two battles, or two enemies going on. One with the man across from you.
This is ridiculous.
The second is with the man inside of you. I think once you control the one inside of you, the one across from you really doesn't matter. And I think that's what I was trying to do. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Tony Romo did not take any questions, just read that prepared statement, and the reaction not only from his teammates but from his peers around the league flowing in. Here's one from Taylor Lewan, former first-round pick and the starting left tackle for the Titans. Listening to Tony Romo, the way he held himself and spoke with so much passion shows the true character of what it means to be a competitor. The sentiment everyone here pretty much is feeling universally around Emmanuel Siciliano. Once again, Tony Romo says he supports Dak Prescott. He has earned the right to be the Cowboys starting quarterback. Fantasy Live, by the way, 2 a.m. Eastern Time. Our continuing coverage from Dallas, though, after this.
You got to user it.
Patio LaBelle Secret Saver 5. Only at Walmart. $3.48 on rollback. Save money. Live better. Walmart.
This piece is so cute. I saw it and I was like, oh, I have to have it.
State Farm knows that for every one of those moments, there's one fee.
This piece is so you. I saw it now. It's like, have to have it.
From Renters Insurance to Rewards Credit Card. State Farm is here to help life go right. Come join us for the Jared Light Up the Holidays event. This exclusive event features the very best prices of the season and an amazing selection of exclusive pieces. November 16th through 20th only. That's why keep it to Jared.
Double meat and cheese, classic. Grilled onions and Thousand Island, classic. All for just $2.49, really classic. The classic double cheeseburger for just $2.49, only at Carl's Jr. and Hardee's.
P is for privileges. O is for ordinary heaven. L is for layers of luxury. A is for all the way back. O is for read my mind. And I can't see a thing. F, see you in the morning. Polaris from United.
Now Romex has 2-in-1 wiper blades that treat your windshield with a water-repellent coating. And when you turn them off, something amazing happens. The water repellent keeps working. So water beads up and rolls away. Other wipers don't clear your windshield and burn out water, which means Rain-X wipers are ready to clear whatever comes your way. Rain-X. Outsmart the elements. Find Rain-X water repellent wipers at these retailers.
It's never too early to talk football.
Look at how imposing he can be in this offense.
Especially yes and more. Gotta do football. Good morning football. Tomorrow at 7, only on NFL Network. Tonight on NFL Total Access, are the Cowboys the best team in the NFL? Heck, are they even the best team in the NFC? Victor Cruz live and 2 questions for the refs. We sure about this? How about that? Tonight, 7 Eastern.
He's earned the right to be our quarterback. As hard as that is for me to say, he's earned that right. He's guided our team to an 8-1 record, and that's hard to do.
A classy Tony Romo reading a prepared statement just under 5 minutes earlier this hour saying he supports Dak Prescott, that he has Dak's back, although he badly wants to play again. Judy Batista, Mike Garafolo, some final thoughts on what we saw and heard today. Mike, you go first. A couple of things communicated there by Tony Romo. This is a guy who's been the butt of jokes, and it's easy to make a joke about the Cowboys because you either love the Cowboys or you hate the Cowboys. So a lot of people love to make jokes about Romo, his health, and maybe some of the mistakes that he's made in the past. This is a guy that is a pro. He showed that today, and so there won't be any jokes about this, or at least there shouldn't be any jokes about this one. And the other thing, Andrew, before he spoke, we talked, you and I and Judy, about what he was going to communicate to potential future employers. And I believe that he communicated to them, one, he still has a lot of passion right now to continue to play, and two, that he could handle a potentially awkward situation if they want to have maybe a quarterback of the future, but him come in and be the quarterback of now. Absolutely pure class. Judy?
This is a bitch that I'm playing.
With the passing up with the top, he talked about, if you remember when he was the young guy, it's clear he knows his time is up and down. He's not going to make waves. He's going to do everything he can to help Dak Prescott and the team be successful. But he also clearly sent the signal he wants to keep playing. He's going to help the Cowboys now, but he wants to have a future. And that will certainly be received by general managers around the league. As Mike just said, you can't handle a situation any better than he is handling this one. There will be a lot of general managers who will be receptive to Tony Romo because of that.
Absolutely. Mike, I got 30 seconds left. The Seahawks just cut Christine Michael. They have waived Christine Michael, who will be subject to waivers over the next day. Thomas Rawls is ready to come back, but wow, this is quite the surprise. And he looks really good at times, so I got to imagine there's going to be interest out there in Christine Michael to land elsewhere, but that is quite the shocker today. Yeah, you got to go through waivers, as you said. He has 10 carries, 23 yards, and a touchdown in his last 2 games. Didn't start Sunday, but he has started 7 games. This is a back that a lot of teams may want. Hey, Green Bay, maybe one of them. Mike Garafolo, so thanks so much, guys. Again, NFL Fantasy Live at 2 a.m. Eastern Time. I'm Andrew Siciliano.
Premiering tonight. It's a season of surprises.
All the sacrifices you make. We want to try and give you something back.
Deserving fans.
Wow. Wow.
Rewarded by NFL players.
Wow. Don't talk about Madden like that. Hey, watch your mouth when you talk to Madden like that. Just gotta throw it up, baby. Pray for the best. Damn, I can't understand you. Hey, can I beat you like that? Can I beat you like that next? You're damn right I will. If it makes you this mad, hell yeah, every time.
NFL Ticket Exchange, 100% verified.
I've earned this jersey by leading the league in tackles twice. But Bella took the easier route in order hers from NFLshop.com. The best place to get.
Well, you just gotta chill. It's called football. Yeah, that's he's the coach, man. Hell of a call. He's got guts. Hell of a call, man. Gotta give it to him. The coaches be crazy sometimes. No, it was great coaching by him, but it was done by you. Yeah, you got to put everybody on them. No shit. You need to put all 11 on them. You need to put all 11 on them. X, flick the right thumbstick up and click Fitzgerald's name. Do it to all of them. Yeah. Just every play. Shit.
Tony Romo finally addressing the media today. Here's what he had to say about the unique situation in Dallas.
Hey, anyone got any recommendations for someone that keeps doing drag routes?
These are not right. These guys are teams who made one record, and that's hard.
Need some. Oh yeah, I already got that going. Oh, and it worked. Picked off, baby. Let's go. Yeah, it just kept. I don't know why he kept getting that 3 yard to Jimmy Graham and then 3 yards the other way to the other receiver. It's kind of pissing me off.
Is that I was that kid once. But in big league, you step in and have to prove yourself. I remember feeling like it was yesterday.
All right.
It really is an incredible time in your life. If I remember one thing from back then,
Right.
it's the people that helped me.
Hell yeah. I just got to let him keep chipping away. Eventually something's going to happen.
And if I could be that to Dak, I've tried to be.
And then I fumbled. Wow. What the fuck?
I'm not going to allow this situation.
I'm putting Romo back in.
or this football team by becoming a constant distraction. I think Dak knows that I have his back, and I think I know that he has mine. Ultimately, it's about the team. With 3-star parallels.
Man, I'm playing a scrub right now. Jesus.
Tell, fight back the emotion there, but take a look at
He's tricky, though. I'll give him that. He's tricky.
Rookie Dak Prescott, and of course 8-1 there for Dak. I'm also looking at the touchdown interception ratio, which is only 2 interceptions for the rookie, who's been on a roll. Guys, as I toss this over to you, what do you make of this situation in Dallas?
It's real. You know, I think that's one thing that we all have to come to as competitors. You have to understand that you get old, and not only that you get old, you know, younger guys are coming in, and sometimes you have to hand over that torch when you don't want to. When I was in Oakland,
just throwing it up over and over. That is something special. I just gotta get a pick, man. It's right there. It's right there.
You know, starting running back from Pop Warner, flag football, whatever, all the way till I got to Oakland.
Oh my God, he caught that. This is some okay. All right. Let's go. Oh no, I didn't say Madden was anything. It's just some shit that I'm right there. I just got to make the play. I got to make the play though. That's my fault. Take full responsibility.
You don't know who wants you. You're waiting for that call. It's different than a running back, 30-year-old running back, the way a quarterback. He may have other choices about what teams other than me.
Yeah, you would.
Somewhere new. You're not going to be comfortable. You're not going to be like being in Dallas. You're not going to be involved. You're not going to take your family center. You're not going to take the same roads you used to take. You're not going to be able to go to the same food place before you go. It's just little things like that kill you. And you can see it there where he said, I'm still a competitor. If you don't think I want to be out there, like, you're crazy. I just understand that. It's done. I won't be here now.
I can't understand you, dude. You lose me every time. I need to just listen to you because, like, you just start going in a rant and then you go in a rant and then motherfucking rant. I don't even know where you're going with it.
I hate to conflate football with politics, but we did hear concession speeches that had a similar sort of tone to them a week ago. Everybody understands what the reality is, but it's hard to get up there and be the one to say, yes, the other person's getting now. And, you know, we hear a lot about the press. For a decade plus, we've heard there's no tougher job in sports than being the QB of the Cowboys. Now, though, the Romo move on. You say free agency, if that's a given, where do we really stop for
Oh, shit. You sound like that motherfucker off Waterboy, the dude that had brought them fucking them frog legs to the brunch. You know, I'm gonna go back over there and we're just jumping back. Hey, just go jump in the bag and just get a little drink and then a little gloop, gloop, and then a little go walk by. Next thing you know, just boom, touchdown. $50.
In the meantime, let's move on to our tour across football America through the eyes of Snapchat. Time for quick snap to see Odell doing his usual routine in the pregame.
Dude, I've thrown 4 interceptions. This is insane. It's only the second quarter. I lost. Wow. Man, I'm not playing right. I'm just throwing it up every time. Stupid. Fuck out of here. You're so fucking weak. Jay Hooley. Yo. Is that Infinite Warfare where it's at or what? Should have got Madden, yo. Should have got Madden.
I mean, he plays the Bears, he plays the Cowboys, but they're banged up secondary. He plays the Colts. He has some situations where he can get after it.
Man, don't worry about it. It's not at all. I ain't gonna lie. It's not a good look. It's not what I go for. Madden 2017478. Damn, man. What the? Nah, Madden 2017478. He's trash, though. He's not that good. He's just doing some glitchy shit. But it's good. Yeah, true. Exactly. And that's what his whole game plan is. But it's good. It's figure-outable. It's just... I basically gave up on it, though, because I haven't been trying that hard. I'm trying, don't get it wrong. I'm trying, but... Oh, I'm trying. Oh, I'm trying, though.
Now, he was out earlier in the year, too, and here were some of the numbers that we saw put up by his teammates.
Oh, my God. He just got in the end zone on that? I'm sick to my stomach. I'm down by 24 at halftime. This has been a long time since this happened. I've thrown, I think, 6 picks straight up. Yeah, that's not good.
Without Gronk in there, he should go out there and put up a pretty good performance.
Yeah, I wish we would have been able to do my guys this season, but I'm gonna give it to you anyway.
Oh, you don't do it. Yeah, that sucks too. Man, made me want to stay on. My heart hurts right now. And I'm still about to try to bomb the ball. I'm stupid. God damn, man. Can't catch the ball? Oh, I've only thrown 2 picks. Damn, what game I've been watching?
Guys, get this. The Vikings getting kicked in their ball. The Blues after missing the score that took on Sunday. And of course, we all know what he did last season.
It's alright, man. I'm still hanging in this game, though. If I could figure one little defense out, I have no D right now.
That the Seahawks will in fact waive Christine Michael with, of course, Thomas Rawls from injury. Michael cooling off considerably after a hot start.
That was nasty, though. That play, I needed that.
In just 3 games. That's not good.
But I need a lot more than that. That's for sure. No. Sherman was lurking on that play, boy. I might just take 3 just to go down 21.
Carson Wentz, of course, the number 1 there with 19.22 points.
Yep, I'm taking 3. Fuck that. I think it's smart to take 3 anyway. He's not that great. Yeah. Well, it was right. The third quarter just started, but now I'm down by 21 compared to 24, so I think that's smart. I gotta play a little bit of D right now. A lot of bit of D, actually. A lot of bit of D.
He hit a hole, he could break the wall.
A lot of bit of.
Please keep doing that, because I got Kenny Britt.
Alright.
That's really the true bad.
Man, boy. Hold on. This dude's doing me dirty right now.
I'm not besmirching him at all. Nobody's unbelievable.
Do we consider starting our Dolphins defense?
No.
Jesus, dude, every play wide open. I mean, see, that's when like the glitchiness is starting to become. You're doing the same play. God, how could I, this is the first time I ain't been able to figure out somebody. He's doing, and I can't figure it out, dude. I'm trying too, like. Oh yeah, this dude. I know what he's doing now. He's going to the middle right now. I'm gonna act like I don't see it. Oh, he's running again? Look at this clown. He's trying to run it out because he knows he ain't shit. That's why, I promise you. Yep, lock it to the outside. I'm watching the middle. I'm going to try to pick it off. I'm going to act like I'm going right here and then go right here. Look at this shit, dude. Are you serious? What the fuck is this? There's no way to stop that at all? Like, really?
I think he's experienced. I think he's ready to bring a title. I think we have probably one of the best defenses in the country.
Super basic. This is bad, man. I don't know what to do. Like, look. Yeah, now he's doing this weak ass inside zone and over. This is crazy, dude. He got me. That's some fluky ass shit though. Like that is a gay ass. Look at it, he's kneeling the ball now. Like a little bitch. Like a little bitch, dude. What is this? He's got accelerated clock on and he's kneeling it. He's wrong for that. Well, we about to find out because he's doing some bootsy ass shit. Now he's doing some fucking punt formation on third down. He punted it. No, he punted it. He punted it, dude. He's such a fucking bitch. Dude, he picks off everything deep. Oh my god. I'm telling you. I know. I'm trying to force too much shit. This guy wasn't even that nice. He punted it. Hell no, and he's only up by 21 and he punted that bitch. Hell no we don't, because I've gotten picked off every time I've tried to throw the ball deep. I shouldn't even have tried. I was trying to get it all in one play. I was trying to get it all in one play, I ain't gonna lie. Over and over. Like I'm doing it again. Fuck, man. I can't get lucky if the world depended on it. I'm playing like a fool though. You see how I'm just throwing it deep? I've been doing that the whole game. Yeah. Alright, I got you. I'm gonna do that right now. Alright, I'm gonna go up to Terrence Williams, right? I mean, Lucky Whitehead right now. Fuck it.
Do you see Panthers black and blue or Saints white and gold? This whole dress game got started on Thursday. So just imagine what this Thursday will bring. When Drew Brees and the Saints' explosive offense look to light it up.
Wow! That's the type of game right there that I had.
It's Panthers. It's Thursday. Anything can happen on Thursday. Thursday Night Football. Thursday on NFL Network, NBC, and streaming on Twitter.
I'm done. Hey, you gotta know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em. Damn, boy. He wasn't even that good, yo. That's even worse. He's on the 5-game streak. He's nothing special, dude. Hell nah. I'm hurt, yo. I gotta get out of here. I gotta go help my girl with something. I'll catch y'all. I'll be on later. Damn.